This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and scary times right now. It's crazy. So just a quick update, because I haven't done a proper update video yet, but I will, I promise. So I have a new job. Those who've been following me recently know that I've lost my job and everything, and it's been a very crazy financial time, but I have a new job. Working at another financial institution. Started last week. Seems cool, but there's of course a plot twist, because we have a quarantine going on everywhere. Where local governments are locking down people and making only essential personnel go in. Now, in this area, financial institutions are considered essential personnel. So we're open, but only at a limited capacity. Can't be in person. Have to be through drive-through, or as contactless as possible with people. So I'm curious to know too if it's like that in other areas. So if it is, let me know. But financial institutions are considered essential personnel, so therefore we can't close. Well, we can if they choose to close, but we're allowed legally to be open and conduct business. So it's been kind of a strange ordeal, especially since with everything going on, and with CDC and everybody saying, try to stay home if you can stay home. It's scary. And of course, you guys know I do DoorDash, so I've been using that to supplement funds and try to keep myself afloat when I was unemployed, and I still kind of need it right now, just to kind of be able to try and pay off some stuff as time goes on, because I'm still in a bind. And of course, with this whole thing with the virus, like everything's like kind of behind even more so, even though DoorDash is pretty steady. Now that I'm working, I would have to wait for a paycheck, so that's a good 8-hour chunk of the day where if I were driving, I could get immediate cash, but I can't. I have to wait. Not complaining, just saying, like, it's weird, because I have, I'm pretty much working 11-hour days, 12 sometimes, since last week, which is fine, because I need the money. But it's still kind of scary, because this thing, they keep talking about how, like, we're nowhere near the peak. The peak may be within 2 weeks, and the death toll is going to go up, and we're already at a record amount of infections in this country and all that. It's scary, and you kind of don't want to go to work. But a lot of people in these essential roles are people who work in, sadly, companies that you can afford not to go to work, because you may not get paid enough, or you don't want to make the risk of losing money, because you're already in a struggling position anyway with a job. And I really feel for those people who, like in other retail aspects, who can't go to work, who've lost their jobs due to them shutting down and all that, and are depending on unemployment and everything, because it's sad. It's like, we're all going to end up coming out of this for the most part. Well, I won't say all, but most of us are going to come out of this for the most part further behind than we may have already been, or just in a spot where playing catch-up is going to be hell. And yeah, they passed the stimulus bill and all of that. The $1,200 will help, but is that going to bring people out of like a massive hole of being behind on rent, being behind on utilities, being behind on car note, being behind on maybe daycare payments for your children, being able to feed yourself as you try to catch up with that stuff? It's going to be a maddening time, and I really, really wish the government would do more. At the same time, Also, really wish that we were in a position where we all could just take off like they would like us to do. Let this thing, hit the curve and like drop, and business is normal. But we don't live in that type of country, And for all you saying, like, if Bernie was president, blah blah blah, or Yang's universal income thing was a thing, well, we wouldn't have to. No, it's not going to work like that, because you'd have that $1,000, but you still won't have your paycheck. That $1,000 will help, but it's not going to solve the problem. Bernie's fucking healthcare plans isn't going to help the supply of tests. Sure, it'll be free, but we're still like at a shortage of tests because things weren't done to take care of that. And the rapid nature of this thing now in this country is making it even harder for people to get like what they need, because you have people out of work, you have people who can't bring the supplies, or you have people who are bringing the supplies overwork because they're trying to stay ahead of the game, and things are getting clogged up. So we just heard today at the time of this recording that New York has turned the Javits Convention Center into a hospital because their capacities in hospitals are overflowing with this. Like, you can't properly prepare for something like this, at least not in totality. You can prepare to like react and respond in a better position, like we had established before fucking Trump like disbanded all of those entities. But you will never be able to be 100% prepared. And there's always going to be adjustments, and there's always going to be things that you have to factor in that aren't going to naturally be factored in, because nobody knew how bad this was going to be. Or at least, while people could predict how bad it is, you still don't know it until it actually hits. You know what I mean? So it's wild. And I personally wish I could stay home, but my need says no. Because I know these companies are like, a lot of companies are like, we're not going to cut you off, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. But it's still worrisome, and you don't want to fall behind, especially going through the shit that I've been through for the last couple of years with my financial situation. I'm tired of it. It's stressful. It's been the stress, it's not good. Like, if everybody could be just like how, the Republicans like to say, able to take care of themselves because they've had enough savings to fill in the holes and all that. But circumstances, decisions, what have you, don't always work out for the best. And you can be put in a situation like that's dire. And I just really wish things were different, because it's like, I would rather, especially since I work in a financial institution, I'm touching like people's money, because I'm not being in contact with you, I'm gonna be in contact with something that carries a lot of germs and shit on a regular basis without this added thing. And like, part of me actually sadly wishes I was still just doing DoorDash, because I feel like that's actually a much safer thing, because I don't have to touch money. But at the same time, I need a job and benefits and all that. And they're saying, if you don't feel comfortable, let us know. We won't mind if you want to stay home. But you can't do that when you just start a job. Or at least I feel like you can't. And I'm sure a lot of you know what I mean. It's like, you don't want to like be like, oh, cool, okay, cool, you hired me, I'm not coming in until this blows over. It's not gonna work. That's not gonna work out well for you, So, it's like, keep your job security if you got it, at the risk of your health and safety. It's catch-22. But I mean, I feel kind of shitty feeling that way, because again, people who just lost their jobs. So I feel fucked up for feeling that way, but Am I wrong? I don't know. Again, like I said, it's crazy times. It's confusing. I'm sure a lot of us are going through that in our head and debating those who have to go into work. And yeah, it's just wild. It's just wild. I just hope this thing ends soon. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.